Hello again, everyone. I have a new addition to my vehicle small collection. It's not really a collection, but I have a new addition here. I bought this just about a month ago. It was a car that I always wanted because I had one back in 2004 when I first started my real estate career. And lately I said, if I ever see one of those come up, I might just get it. So this one came up. It had 70-something thousand kilometers. It's what, 40,000 or 45,000 miles. And it's a JDM Honda Vigor. I had the Acura Vigor in Canada. I'm from Canada. So of course in North America it was called the Acura Vigor. It's a 5-cylinder Honda engine. Not the most popular car. The Legend was the more popular car for the sedan at the time, and of course the Integra. This is a 1992. And it's in pretty good condition for the year. It is 31 years old, but it had sat in the sun, I'm guessing. So of course the headliner and the speakers and things like that are pretty bad. So it needs some restoration. I'm not going to go too crazy on it, but I'm going to show you around now and show you what I'm thinking of doing and kind of the general condition of the car. Okay, so first of all, I did pull out the headliner. I'll show that to you now, or the cardboard of the backing. This is the sunroof. And of course, I took that all out and I am going to get that recovered now. The material is just up over there. I just got it in. It's a gray headliner material. Here is the cardboard or the backing for the headliner that sits inside the car. It was pretty beat. There was pieces missing. You can see over here on the corner, there's pieces missing. So I'm gonna just add some cardboard in. I did a pretty messy fix right here. Some wood glue and whatnot, just to kind of give it back to its form. Yeah, there were some cracks and stuff in it when I was taking it out, like right there. So I'm going to restore that and just, again, get it as best as possible. Here is the new headliner. Just a gray headliner, and yeah, we'll get that in. The car's, again, it's pretty good condition. I think it was repainted. My brother checked it out. He said they did a pretty good job. At some point, I'm guessing sitting in the sun, the clear coat would have been gone and whatnot. Of course, the paint or whatever they used around the windows has come off. I'm probably going to either repaint it or wrap it or something. I might vinyl wrap it, but we'll see. Here's the inside. I think you can see the kilometers, yeah. 72,000 kilometers there. Of course, the headliner is all out of this thing. Really good condition though. There's like no rust in this car at all. Just again, all sun damage. Of course, I pulled out just the one door card to check out the speakers. I'll show you the speakers right now. So yeah, you can see how bad the sun has got to this car. These speakers are just, you know, like brittle cardboard. They, you know, crack and fall apart. That's the door speaker. Again, that foam around the outside just disintegrated. There was nothing even there when I took them apart. So yeah, that just goes to show you. Here is the front of the car. The wheels, actually the tires are really good. They need a clean. The wheels, I might get them restored or get them refinished by a company just to really make it pop. But as you can see, the paint is really good condition. There is like no rust anywhere. I'll show you under the car if I can get under there with this camera. Even in the back seat here. You can see, yeah, I pulled the whole back seat out. I'll show you the covers now for those in a sec too. They were pretty sun damaged. I'm going to recover those. So just a lot of material stuff that needs to be done. Seats are pretty good in here. The back one is faded, but I'm going to show you that also in a second. And yeah, it's, like I said, it's really good condition. So I have some fabric paint or fabric spray paint I'm going to try on this. It's a gray paint, and just give it a light coat just to kind of get rid of that ugly, faded, and just kind of reddish looking thing on it. Of course, the sun visors, I'm going to redo those with the headliner. That's going to be fun. I've never done this before, so we'll see. Here is the covers, the rear speaker covers. That's what it used to look like. It was a black material. And of course, it's just faded to hell. The little symbol or the plaque was still there for the real or super real sound, I should say. But anyway, yeah, well, I'm going to get this all fixed up and redone. Today, I'm going to do this, the sunroof cover, and get that back in. I don't know if they all came with a spoiler, but this would have been similar to like an LS version in North America. They had the LS and the GS. So this has the spoiler on the back, the factory spoiler. I think it has a brake light in there too. And again, no leather in this, so this would have been, again, comparable to the LS. The pop-up antenna over there, it still works. Yeah, you can see the rubber around, the rubber-coated metal around the windows, pretty deteriorated, but I'm going to, yeah, probably spray that with a rubber-type coating spray to make it look nice. But again, not going to go crazy on it, just going to make it look, freshen it up, and just do some fabrics inside and whatnot. So in the engine bay, it was pretty clean. There is a small or an oil leak down there on the axle or somewhere. The valve cover leaks in the holes, in the spark plug holes there. It leaks, so I'm going to put a new valve cover gasket and, of course, paint the valve cover at the same time when I have that off. So the timing belt was done. But if there's any Japanese people watching this video, can you let me know the date? I know it's 60,000 kilometers or whatever, but the date didn't translate on my Google translation app. Anyway, let me know what that says in Japanese if you know. Yeah, everything needs to be done. All the fluids need to be done. The oil's pretty murky. Power steering needs to be changed, the fluid. But other than that, like, it drove really good. I couldn't believe it. I drove it back from Toronto, which is an hour and 15, 20 minutes away from here. And I couldn't believe how well it drove. Started right up, well, after I boosted it, but the battery's still good on it. And I'm just going to clean this up, of course. Clean the headlights up. And yeah, make it look nice again. Okay, so I'm going to get started on this sunroof cover today. And yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Never done one before. I'm not going to video it. I'll show you after when I'm done. But yeah, we'll see how it looks. I'm going to get this installed back in the car because there's all these parts here. I don't want to lose them. I hate parts sitting around. Yeah, let's get it done. So here is the finished product for the sunshade, or the sunroof sunshade, whatever it's called. I totally screwed it up the first time. I put it on. It's been like a few days since I've done it because I had to wait for it to dry and then scrape everything off again because when I laid it down the wrong way and it stuck together. Anyway, big learning experience. It's done now. Here, I'll check it out and show you how it looks. All right, so here it is. Yeah, I did a pretty good job. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. It will do. This is not a show car. This is just a refresh. And on the back side, again, not the cleanest cutting job, but nobody's going to see it. And once this stuff sticks, it sticks. So good luck. I'll show you over here the actual whole headliner. I did that too at the same time. Again, this thing was in pretty rough shape, the headliner, so I'm pretty happy how it came out. Looks good. The sunroof has a piece of trim that goes around it, so you won't see any of those rough edges. Yeah. Anyway, looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. And yeah, I have to pick up one little clip. So here's the clip that broke. It actually sits right behind up here to snap it to the roof. It's probably pretty important, so I'm going to get a new one at my local Canadian Tire. And lastly, before I go, I am going to recover these pillar covers. This is the A and B pillars right here. The C is over here. That's for the back of the car. I prepped 3 of them. So I prepped that one, but not this one. And you can see how dirty and stained it is. It's all yellow, and here, look at it, it's all messed up. Anyway, so all I did was sand it down. This one's been done. I sanded it down the best I could to get it smooth as possible. And I'm gonna put on some fabric. I have the fabric already. And it's gonna be a different color than the headliner because the headliner is a thicker, like it's got the foam on the back. This stuff, I couldn't put a thick covering on it. It probably won't install properly. So it's just a thin fabric for this, and it's a different color. It's gonna add a little pop of color to the car. I think it's gonna look pretty good, but I will obviously update once that's done. So yeah, that's it for this week. I am gonna give regular updates. This thing's gonna take about 3 to 4 months to get completed. I'm just gonna do it in my spare time. I'm a busy guy, so of course I don't have all day and all night to work on this thing, but I will give you updates as I do it for anyone that's interested. Next, I think I'm gonna do the fabric paint on the seats and again, wrap these pillar covers. So once the headliner's installed and the pillars are back in, I'll give you an update. After that, it'll probably be speakers and some other interior things. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will be giving regular updates as I kind of refresh this vehicle.